Joyce Watson to be answered by the Minister for Social Justice. Joyce Watson.
Clywyd, what is the Welsh Government doing to address women's safety in public places?
Thank Joyce Watson for that question. Yesterday I made a statement on women's safety in public places in Wales. We're developing our Valda SV strategy to include a focus on violence against women in the street, the workplace and the home, to deliver our commitment to make Wales the safest place in Europe to be a woman.
Thank you, Minister, and I thank you, Clywyd, for accepting my question. As you noted in your written statement yesterday, Minister, it is with great sadness that you should have to issue another statement because another young woman has lost her life. Her name is Sabina Nessa, and we all must remember and say her name. Women and girls don't feel safe in public places. Public sexual harassment is often described as an epidemic, but it isn't new. You know as well as anyone, Minister, that it's endemic in our society. What has changed, though, is how women and girls through social media and websites can now turn their grief and anger into organised resistance, and campaigns like the White Ribbon, Everyone's Invited in our streets now, are doing amazing work to raise awareness and lobby for cultural reform. I very much welcome your commitment to strengthen Wales' End Violence Against Women strategy to include a focus on public spaces and workplaces. But we also need the UK Government to make public sexual harassment a specific crime. And Harriet Harman has tried to do this with the Police Crime and Sentencing and Courts Bill that is now going through the Lords. Can I urge the Welsh Government to push Westminster on that? But in terms of what we in Wales can do right now, you said in your statement, it's not for women to modify their behaviour, it is for abusers to change theirs. And that is absolutely true. But we also need to make women and girls feel safe in public, especially with nightlife reopening and university students returning. So would you join me in recommending the Safe Places Initiative, which is a network of venues and support where anyone feeling intimidated, at risk or scared can take refuge? It's up and running in Cardiff now, and people can download the Safe Places app to find the nearest open door on their way home. And I know that hotels in Swansea and elsewhere have also adopted similar schemes. It's certainly something we should be looking to expand in Wales, and I would be very grateful for Welsh Government support in doing that. Today, I did write to the Chief Executive of the Senedd to ask if we here can use and offer a safe place to keep people safe in Cardiff Bay. I was very pleased to hear that I had a positive response. I call on everyone here in this building to support that application, and I don't expect anybody not to do that. Thank you.
Well, can I thank Joyce Watson for raising this question this afternoon following my statement yesterday, and indeed for her long-term, long-standing commitment to tackling violence against women, which was well before she even became elected to the Senedd. And I think for new members, it's a really important time coming up with the International Day on the Elimination of Violence Against Women. All parties take part. What we can do this year we will see, but it's very important, and the white ribbons will start being worn around this chamber. Can I also say that this is very good news that the Safe Places initiative, that the Senedd may hopefully become one of those. The Commission, I'm sure, will be looking at that very carefully, and congratulate particularly the businesses in Cardiff who started this Safe Places initiative. I mean, those businesses go Cardiff, recognising that this is all partners, private, public and third sector, that come together to address this scourge, this endemic of violence against women. So I just want to reassure the Senedd today that our next violence against women, domestic abuse and sexual violence strategy will take on these wider dimensions of violence against women in public places and in the workplace. We've been clear always as the Welsh Government about our ambition to end violence against women and girls. It is a societal problem, as I said in my statement, which requires a societal response, and it is about challenging attitudes and changing behaviours of those who behave abusively. And this is crucial, but also, as I have said in my statement, Wales will not be a bystander to abuse. But I'm glad that police, crime commissioners, public safety boards, all coming together. We're consulting on our draft strategy, and I know that the Live Fear Free campaigns will be taking on this huge issue in terms of awareness of stalking, harassment, abuse and violence against women in all aspects of life, including the street and other public places.
Sinead Williams.
Diolch, Llywydd. Can I thank Joyce Watson for bringing in this issue for us to be able to talk about it in the Senedd, and I of course raised this issue to the need to strengthen the violence against women, domestic abuse and sexual violence